DrayZera Uncensored with our co-host, Jack Eha! Welcome everybody to another episode of DrayZera Uncensored. Welcome aboard, and for the very first time, we've not only got Jackie Hyde as a co-host, but we have everybody all at once chatting away as we have got a special guest. Now this man, I have known this guy far longer than he probably wanted to, but he stuck with me and he's like my very close bestie, and he has done singing, he used to be a boxer. Give it up for Dan, the man, Pettitt.
Hi guys.
Awesome stuff, awesome. And how are you today, Jack?
I'm cool, man. Hope you're okay.
Thank you. That's nice of you to say. So the premise of this podcast today is that we are going to say all of our top 3 biggest game franchises ever, like the 3 that are most important to us, and we just discuss it. So we'll just do one each. So for example, if I say my third favourite, and then Jack goes his third favourite, and then Dan does his third favourite. But as Dan, you're the special guest, would you like to get the ball rolling? Tell us your third favourite game franchise.
My third favourite games franchise?
Yes.
Well, Uma, that would have to be WWE SmackDown series.
So WWE games in general, or like what era are we talking?
The SmackDown series, like the original ones.
I
Do you remember
see.
how good that first one was?
Just to clarify, by the way, I don't know who Uma is, but this is the DrayZera Uncensored podcast.
I apologise. I got mixed up there with somebody who amazingly looks like you.
That's all good.
I do apologise.
That's all good. It's all good. So, in any case, tell us more about your choice. Why do you think the SmackDown series is the third best in your opinion?
I don't know. See, I think they've ballsed it up mainly with the later games, and I think that your co-host will agree with me on that one because it always crashes. Trash. Trash.
We're talking the 2K games, yeah?
Yeah. 2K20 is the worst wrestling game ever made. Yeah. It just crashes every so often. But I love that original one where you had like the really piss poor graphics. So it was literally just a generic fighting character with Triple H's face badly moulded over the top. I thought that was amazing, man. I always used to love playing that. I used to love Just Bring It and Shoot Him Out and Here Comes the Pain. Yeah. Here Comes the Pain was probably the OG game. Yeah, that was brilliant. I love that game. Just throw people off buildings and shit. I cannot remember. I think it was Just Bring It maybe, where you could go through and do the slobber knocker match and you could start outside and end up in Vince's office. And you just end up throwing people into the toilet and that. That was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that is an indictment of the times? Like, do you feel that if wrestling was, let's say, as popular as the era of the SmackDown games, do you feel that the games would have been better produced? Or do you just think it's just 2K just being absolute trash?
I think 2K just being absolute trash.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, all these games, what they're making now, how can they not keep the same formula of the wrestling game and then just put it on, like, a new kind of thing?
Yeah, to be fair, like, that makes sense. I mean, how can you... Sorry, go on. Sorry.
You had about 30 different match types on the PlayStation 2 games, and on these games you got about 10.
Hmm.
So it's like, how are you getting like less stuff as the game's progressed and evolved?
Also, another cool little feature that they used to have is that you could do women versus men. You can't do that anymore for some reason.
Where is the equality? I mean, I'm joking. I'm completely joking. But I mean, in DDT wrestling, I think it's DDT wrestling in Japan. They do intergender wrestling, and various in the indies, like intergender wrestling, like, you know, happens around there.
I mean, Candice LeRae, she used to wrestle men all the time in PWG, Dre.
Yes, I do loosely recall that, and I remember also Kaylee Ray had one or two intergender matches, one of them being against the iconic Orange Cassidy.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so decent batch.
It's all hardcore maximum scouts on YouTube.
What's that? What's that, Jack? Can you be a bit louder? I think your connection's being poopy lemon.
Oh,
But
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, and start another one. She has loads of intergender matches. Yeah, she's sick, man.
That is definitely true. So, right, let's move over to Mr. Jackie Hyde. What's your third favourite game franchise ever?
I'm gonna go for Guitar Hero.
Oh, yo, that's a shout. All right, do tell us more.
I don't know why they stopped making them. Like, you could have kept them so they still work on the new consoles and stuff, and they just kind of forgot about it. And the newest one, Guitar Hero Live, why the fuck make a Guitar Hero game and it's got fucking Rihanna on it and Taylor Swift and all that shit? Where's the Metallica? Where's the Green Day? Where's the Slipknot?
Do you feel that the Guitar Hero is pandering to popular music these days?
Yeah, and that's what ruined it. That's probably why the Guitar Hero Live didn't work.
Dan, have you ever played Guitar Hero?
I have to admit, I have not. I've often watched people. I've watched plenty of people play it, but I'll be honest, I've never had the greatest hand-eye coordination to do it right.
Oh, I get you. I quite liked did Guitar Hero also? What was that? Did Guitar Hero also include drums as well? At least you remembered like some Guitar Hero drum set.
Yeah, you like microphone, didn't you, and the drum?
Yeah, that was definitely fun. I think though it's one of that lightning in the bottle kind of things where I feel like Guitar Hero was great when, let's say, that we were teenagers or younger.
The best Guitar Hero 3, I'd say.
And I think that Guitar Hero, one of the best things about Guitar Hero at the time was they really pushed bands that I would say wouldn't have been as popular. Like Dragon Force was a big example of Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
That got really popular due to, for example, the Through the Fire and the Flame song. That's hella hard on Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
That's just that's just proper chaos.
That is there, man. It sounds as chaotic as a WWE booking these days. Anyway,
Still handsome, but I just never figured it out. My favourite would probably Rise Against Prayer the Refugee.
Rise Against is a classic. Rise Against is a classic. So my number. Sorry. Yeah. So my number 3 is I am a big fan of the Resident Evil series.
Oh yeah, I can get that one.
Yeah. Have you two both played Resident Evil?
Oh, I played reality Resident Evil, and that was like make you feel sick.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah, Jackie Hyde can't handle virtual reality.
Oh wow, that's mad.
Yeah,
that's mad. So
also for myself as well, because I was so excited to play it, and then I was like, oh, I could keep doing it. I was like, I'm gonna be sick. I can't do this.
Yo, VR is mad, man. Like I have got a VR headset when I had my last phone, and it is an absolute madness. Like it legit.
Yeah.
You feel like you need to lie down after an intense VR session.
So it's not bad when you're sitting down and playing it, but when you're standing up, you feel you become like in the game world, don't you?
Yeah, you feel a bit discombobulated, in my opinion. So, right, so so the reason why I like Resident Evil is because I feel it got a bit muddled at times, but I think along with Silent Hill, I think Resident Evil was one of the pioneering survival horror games, in my opinion.
Yeah. What's your favourite Resident Evil game?
So I have my closest affinity, because I played it the most, is Resident Evil 3 with Nemesis in it. And the reason why I like that the most also is because I got it for my 10th birthday. I don't know why I got given this as a birthday gift as a 10-year-old kid, but YOLO, as they say. And
it's an 18 game, isn't it?
It's a 15. I think it was rated 15 at the time, Resident Evil 3. But in any case, got it for the original PS1, and like Nemesis used to scare the living hell out of me when I was a kid. It's absolute mad, and I think though that the puzzles and all that kind of stuff is quite an underlying part of the game. And Resident Evil 3's graphics were quite good for the PlayStation 1, and I've been more recently playing. So I recently bought the Resident Evil 2 remastered game for the PS4. So I've actually been only sometimes I've actually been Twitch streaming it, and it's actually alright.
Yeah.
It's actually not bad. I'm feeling the good vibes, and that's why I feel Resident Evil's chill. But Jack, don't worry, I will not try the VR, man. That sounds a bit too.
Yeah.
I feel like I
That's
would.
what playing the games where you haven't got to walk around so much. Just not that bad. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's different for everyone. I think it's like you got to build your tolerance up to it.
Oh, I get what you mean. I mean, well,
Yeah.
out of us three, you could take a bump far easier than us two.
Yeah.
100%. Some of the bumps that you've taken, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know, right? And then like post show, you're like, might have hurt my ankle, but it's chill.
Yeah.
So let's move.
I remember, what was the show I hurt my hand on? The
Oh, that's a good question.
I can't remember
Dan, was it the one in Cambridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it was the one in Cambridge, dude.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got kicked in the ear, didn't I?
Yeah. I think didn't you have like, I don't know if you had a cast in the end or some sort of like bandage or something.
Yeah, I got a bandage on my hand.
Oh, that's mad.
That's done the fucking costume. We've done the mad up.
Yo, that's mad, man. So right, Jack, let's start with you. What is your second favorite game in gaming franchise history?
I'm gonna probably go for Far Cry.
For what? Sorry.
Far Cry.
Far Cry. Ah, fair enough. Now I've never
Yeah.
really played Far Cry. Tell us more about
Well,
why.
Far Cry 3 is like the best game ever. That's like everyone liked Call of Duty, but we thought Far Cry was better because it was open world and you had more to do in it, and that was like the same kind of thing. But the story's always been more crazy and crazy stuff happening.
You ever played Far Cry,
So, like,
Dan?
I'd say the main villains are probably one's got to be crazy in them. That's kind of like the thing of the game.
And what was your how many have there been 5 Far Cries, or I can't remember how many have there been?
Yeah, I think it's 5 so far. So we got like the app stuff.
And was there any that like fell a bit short for you, or have all of them been decent?
I think all of them have been good. They had the same thing since 3 because they kind of tried to keep the same thing going, but I don't know. They've all been good still.
That's good, man. Because like, unlike what we were talking about with WWE games in general, like, do you think that Far Cry just kept it simple instead of like complicating things?
Kept it fun as well. Like, it's just random. I don't know. Like, you can't get angry really playing it because it's just madness all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you never really know what's going to happen.
Yo, that makes perfect sense, man. That makes perfect sense. Dan, tell us your second favorite.
I think my second favourite's a bit of an obvious one, but my second favourite is the Pokemon series.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. You go. You tell us why that's your second favorite.
I think it's just a game it's a game you can always enjoy playing. Whether you're starting out the game, whether you're in the middle of the game, there's always something going on. Even if you defeated the game, you just go around and complete the Pokédex. It's a game you can just lose like out in.
To clarify to the audience, you mean the main Pokemon series game? So like Red, Blue, Yellow, Soul Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, Black, White, XY, Sun, Moon, and Sword, Shield. Yeah, those games. Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl. Yes, Dre.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to have missed some, man, like that. That was a fast brainstormer, but yeah. So what was your favourite, out of all the Pokemon game series, what was your favourite?
Well, the first one I ever fully played through, which was because of a friend of mine, James, that you know. Was
shout out
Pearl.
to James, yep, go on.
Yeah, it was Pearl, because that was the first one that I really got into.
Oh, Diamond was my first.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. You got Dialga, I got Palkia.
Aye, and I'll tell you what, right? That was the game that really taught me that Bidoof is just a piece of shit.
It's a tampon Pokemon, personally.
Jack, have you played any main Pokemon series games?
No, I never really had like a game or anything.
Really?
Nah.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Did you think that for you, without sounding too disrespectful, do you feel that Pokemon? Did you feel that because you were more into, let's say, violent, or let's say more like less family-friendly games? Do you feel like if Pokemon was far more violent, would you have invested in it more?
Probably. I reckon so.
Mm. See,
When you're a kid, everyone's interested, and you're like, oh.
I get what you mean.
Fucking Tony Hawk's game, you to turn the thing on the option.
Yeah.
I go and my mate, we used to play the Tony Hawk game, and he'd come in and we'd put in the blood and she's gonna go nuts up, so we'd have to like secretly do it.
Wow.
And we'd have to turn blood back off.
No, that's interesting. That is pretty mad. Like, I think I played a bit of Tony Hawk, but I tell you what, one of the reasons why I think I stopped playing Tony Hawk is because I just couldn't get like. I think I just lost interest in like doing all like the like consistent like tricks and all that, and I think I just couldn't do certain tricks. That's why I got a bit annoyed. But yeah, so.
Same thing after a while.
I think
that kind of like that hero that just died out.
I mean, Tony Hawk's still on Twitter, but man is like, I don't know, like, do you think because of his age he just doesn't really skate anymore, or?
I don't know. He's quite old now, isn't he, I think?
Yeah, like, let's just double check. While I'm double checking how old Tony Hawk is, so Dan, what other, I don't know at this point if you've played Sword or Shield yet, but have you played all the other gens?
I have played all the other ones. I have not played Sword or Shield yet.
I see. Well, I've played Sword and Shield, and I have to say that I'd say that for me, Generation 8 really felt very, very fun in my opinion, but that was just me. I think Gen 7 just confused me a little bit because of the whole kind of island thing. It was a good idea. Yo, Tony Hawk's 51 years old.
What?
Oh, so mad. So when Tony Hawk when he was like more popular 20 years ago, he was still in his 30s. Mad.
Yeah.
Absolute madness. So right, so sorry.
I'll tell you something cool. Sorry for interrupting you there, Dre, but I'll tell you something cool. Just like a little fact for you. I literally, a couple of days ago, was going through some old boxes in my house, and I found the old Tony Hawk's 2 Pro Skater.
Yo!
I've been playing it for the last 2 days.
I think...
But this time, I actually have the unlockable cheats on it as well.
Yo!
And I didn't realise that Spider-Man was a hidden character.
For real?
What?
Well, that's it. Jack is coming round. I mean, post any of this staying indoors. Jack's coming. I'll tell you what. So it's interesting because number 2 for me is something that's actually been really fun, and I think it gets better and better. And my second favorite is Grand Theft Auto series.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it just because of its open sandbox, and I think GTA 5 with the whole like online where you could just do racing, but also just do whatever the hell you want, and they've added so many mad things. It's like, wow, like that's the game that I really enjoyed for me. Like I've really enjoyed like 5. I've enjoyed Vice City. I've really
Vice City and San Andreas. You get lost to them for the entire day.
Yeah, that's why I really enjoyed that. Like, yeah, like for real. Like I just feel that Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out next year, and I'm buzzing for it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Not as much as the other ones.
I think
5 was good, but I don't know. Like, when they were changing everything all about games, it was kind of funky and shit still.
I'm just wondering how good GTA 6 will look on the new game engines with the new Xbox and the new PlayStation. Sorry?
Have you played Red Dead 2 yet?
No.
You need to look at the Red Dead Redemption 2. That's the latest game that was made by the company who made Grand Theft games.
Yeah, Rockstar Games.
Rockstar Games.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know how they're going to top the graphics after that.
That is quite an interesting. So, Dan, are you a fan of GTA?
I am. I played the original. I think I've still got it somewhere.
Oh, yo.
The original PS1 one where you were like overlooking, like in a god mode, overlooking cars.
Wow. That's mad.
I know, I'm old.
I mean, you're not that much older than me, man. But Jack's the baby here.
Yeah. So I can remember playing Simpsons Hit and Run, and then my brother was like, "Oh, what are you playing this for?" And then he let me play Road City, and I was like, "I like City better."
Yeah. So I'm gonna start off with my number one. So, funnily enough, my number one pick is actually Pokemon.
Ah.
So
There you go.
we've covered this in quite a lot of detail, but I'll just add to my bit here. So with the Pokemon series, with Sword and Shield, because I've played over like 150 hours of it. So even during my sister's wedding, during that weekend when it came out, I literally just played like the whole playthrough, like during the train, after the ceremony. Yeah, I just really loved it. But anyway, so yeah, I mean the Sword and Shield aspect, I really liked it. The graphics were mad, and yo, that mad-ass dragon, what was it called? I forgot the name of that dragon. The poison dragon type. Uh, yeah. Let's have a double check. Look this. Yeah. That was mad. That was absolutely mad. And also I think they made it less. Although I like the designs of Generation 7, I think Generation 7 designs just got a bit too mad. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, Boswell just looks stupid, for example.
Sorry?
Boswell just looked absolutely stupid, in my opinion. Like, in comparison, like...
I'll be honest, the reason Pokemon is not number one on my list would be simply because they did Sun and Moon, and then they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and it was the same game.
Apart from the Ultra Wormhole.
Yeah, apart from the Ultra Wormhole, it was literally the same game as Sun and Moon. That's the reason. I kind of felt that was a bit of a cop-out, but...
Yeah, I get what you mean. There you
go, Dre. Who's your favourite Pokemon?
Oh, that's a good question. I was thinking about this. So, my favourite Pokemon, and it's stuck on my wall somewhere, is Metagross.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Metagross, like, to me, just looked so badass to me. So, that's why I really liked it, in my opinion. Oh, Eternatus. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, Eternatus. That Pokemon's badass. But yeah, like legit, like yeah, Metagross. I really liked it, and the whole kind of design, the shiny looking silvery. I quite like that. That's my jam right there. I really like Metagross, and I feel personally, I think personally for me, I quite like Generation 3. I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but Generation 3 is like one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would be your favourite gen, Dan?
Probably Generation 4, I'm going to say.
Ooh, well, and why is that? Is it because of the Dialga, Arceus, and that kind of line?
Yes, but also because it has my favourite Pokemon in.
Is that Giratina?
Sorry?
Giratina?
No. My favourite Pokemon is Empoleon.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Empoleon is badass, and his typing is very unique.
Yeah, because I have one from Pearl that is still in my last game, and it's gone through 3 games with me.
Wow, that's mad.
I always bring it forward. It's one of the few.
See, I quite like Generation 8 Pokemon, but I can't really rate it like number 1 because there's not that many, if that makes sense. But
no,
I would say like, I think for its like some of its mad boldness, and I'm also a big fan of Volcarona as well. I say Gen 5 is probably my favourite. Yeah.
You said Gen 2.
So I said Gen 5.
Yeah, after you just said Gen 3 or something.
Yeah, Gen 3. I said Gen 3 is one of my favourites, not said it's the favourite.
Oh, okay, Dre. Sorry, I got you wrong there.
It's all right. It's okay. Sorry, Jack. Got a bit heated there.
That's all right.
All right. So, Dan, what is your number 1?
My number 1. I thought long and hard about this. I have to admit, since I was given the subject, and my number 1 favourite, that might come as a bit of a shock, but I still believe the that it's one of the best games ever is Street Fighter.
Yo, that's very interesting. Like, so, firstly, as a massive Tekken fan, why would you say Street Fighter is the #1 best fighting game ever, or just the best franchise ever?
I think Street Fighter was just one of those arcade games that was one of the first to really come over onto a console and really catch on. I mean, Street Fighter 2. I mean, you get the fighting games now where you get like I think one of the last Mortal Kombat games had like 50 odd characters, where Street Fighter 2 had 10, and that was it. You didn't unlock anybody. You got them all from the start, and it was so much fun.
Do you believe? Sorry to interrupt. Do you believe that games these days just bloat out too many characters?
Yeah, I think that a lot of games they just sort of. I mean, Mortal Kombat was like the main rival for Street Fighter back in the day, and nowadays they just shove loads of horror characters in their game.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, although I don't know, Jack. What do you prefer, Street Fighter, Tekken, or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
I thought you were going to say that.
So I do. I fucking absolutely hate having to put in the fatality fucking code when it's some fucking left, up, down, right button, X, Y, Z, like backwards.
Yeah.
And then like you'll do the whole thing and you fuck it up and you'll like smash me in the face.
I get what you mean. And here's the thing with Street Fighter. One of the good things about Street Fighter, even though I'm not like very high on it, is the fact that they kind of kept
absolutely perfect if they made it just one button option. So say if you could just press like Y or something to do your fatality instead of like 70 buttons.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. So anyone whoever runs Mortal Kombat, can you just tweet at Jackie Hyde? He'll talk to you. Yeah, sort out your fatalities.
Jack.
Hello.
Are you a big fighting game fan?
A little bit.
Did you ever play an old game called Primal Rage?
No.
That was it was like original like Mortal Kombat like sort of opponent, and one of the fatalities in that was a monkey called Chaos that would piss acid on its opponent and turn him to bones. And
how far back in the we go? Can you remember Conquer Live and Reloaded?
Sorry?
Can you remember Conquer Live and Reloaded?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a sick game. I remember that as a kid.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, one of the coolest things I find about Street Fighter is that they've kind of kept the graphics like the same, but they modernized it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
They've kept the kind of like comic book, kind of like anime style artistry, which I think is quite cool. And I will say, M. Bison and Akuma, they're badasses.
Well, they're better than Heihachi and Kazuya.
Whoa. Hold on a moment. Right. Heihachi Mishima, he is a beast, man. And I'll tell you, all right, Kazuya, I can give you Kazuya because I think Kazuya is like a bit washed up, but Devil Jin, man, like Kazuya's son, I tell you.
Didn't they create a Street Fighter and Tekken like game a few years ago where it was Street Fighter and Tekken in one game?
Yeah, it's Street Fighter X Tekken, I believe.
Yeah, if I ever get that, I'm going to just do a load of CPU battles so we can decide who's the better fighting game.
Oh my god, that could be
what's the best fighting game? Can you remember Def Jam New York?
Repeat that?
Def Jam Fight New York?
Yes, I do remember that.
Fighting game.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The wrestling game, the most wrestling game.
I'll tell you one game that I quite like, a fighting game, is the Wu-Tang Clan beat-em-up game. It was very rare, but I had a copy of it for the PS1.
No, I never heard of that.
Oh, the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm just gonna double check the title of it, but I played it when I was a kid.
I tell you one I really like, because our good friend Baron Corbin, he suggested it to us and brought round his emulator once. Is a game called Shaq Fu. It's incredible if you ever get a chance to play it. Shaquille O'Neal, the basketball player, gets sucked into a mysterious world where he must fight like villains to get through. It's incredible.
Wow.
Oh, it's called Wu-Tang Shaolin style. Wu-Tang. Like, when I was a kid, I was a big Wu-Tang fan. And I was like, I gotta get this Wu-Tang beat 'em up game.
Wu-Tang's for the children.
Sorry?
Wu-Tang's for the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has no idea.
Yeah, he has no idea.
He has no idea.
Yeah.
I feel Dre was more of a Bewitched fan.
A more of what?
Yeah.
Blair Witch?
Bewitched.
Bewitched? Nah, fam. Nah, man. Like, no, the thing is, I enjoy Wu-Tang Clan, but obviously as a kid, some of their phrases I just didn't understand, but I just liked it. You know what I mean? But, you know, this podcast is making me feel that I should need to revisit Wu-Tang Clan and add more context. Sorry, Jack?
What? Old day bastard.
Yes, ODB.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Who was my
Method
favourite?
Man is one of the best rappers, I think, of all time. Method Man's fucking sick.
Oh, Method Man. Yeah. Like, mad.
Sick as well. I think Redman was one of the best.
I think I saw somewhere on socials. Apparently, some of the members of Wu-Tang Clan were local to somewhere in the UK performing, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's mad. So in any case, number one for you, Jack. Who's your number one?
I was stuck between two games here, so my honorary mention is Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I thought that was going to be your number one. Oh my god.
Nah, my number one is the Arkham game series. Batman Arkham.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So why was Batman your man? So specifically the Arkham Asylum series for Batman, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us more.
Yeah.
As in, like, tell us why is it your number one? Like, what makes it better than Assassin's Creed? What makes it the best gaming franchise for you?
Just because the story's sick and the fighting's sick as well. Like, the fighting system in a Batman game is probably one of the best fighting systems in any game. And, like, all the free stuff and the fucking... I just think it's sick. The only thing I didn't like about it was the Batmobile when they done that and added the tank stuff.
You think that was unnecessary? You thought that was unnecessary?
I didn't like the ice shark.
The what?
The ice shark.
Oh, yeah, shit.
That son of a
Man-Bat
bitch
as well.
always killed me.
Man-Bat scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Dan, what were your thoughts on the Arkham Asylum games?
Yeah, I really enjoyed them. I didn't understand why the last one was a big, huge steroid Joker. Well, one of the games. Can't remember which one.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, it was just Joker who's meant to be completely devious and that, and it just turns him into a big steroid freak.
Yeah.
He literally walks out.
Wow.
And then the story of Arkham City is what he injected himself with, killing him.
Yeah.
And yeah, he injects Batman with his blood, so then Batman has to find a cure as well.
He has to go to Dr. Freeze, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then you have like this mad thing with Dr. Freeze where you do something to it, you remember what you did, but you can't do it again, so you got to do something completely different each time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I remember that.
But the boss fights in them games are sick. Arkham Origins was sick as well. That was a good storyline. I'd say Arkham City was the best though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
what was, in your opinion, for both of you, who is your favorite villain in the Arkham Asylum series?
I'd have to say Joker.
Yeah, I'd agree. Joker.
He's pretty much been the main villain for him, though.
I mean, Joker. To be honest, I mean, the Joker film came out last year from when this podcast came out. And yeah, I mean, the iterations of Joker and the backstory. Yeah, I really like Joker in general as a character. I mean, less said about the Suicide Squad, Jared Leto Joker, but
I reckon it would have been good if they would have done what I thought they were going to do.
And what is that?
I thought that he was going to be Robin.
Really?
So there were two Jokers, and Joker's kidnapped Robin, because I said Joker killed Robin, didn't it? And then you look at the suit what Robin had in Batman's little cave thing. That's got like 3 bullet holes on the chest. And then if you look at Joker, who's got his tattoos, he's got 3 bullet holes in the exact same place. And he's got a Robin tattoo on his arm. And I just think, like, what if Joker kidnaps him, turns him into like second Joker, and then that's what happens to Robin.
That is interesting indeed, and
Not like the Joker. So then you've got like the fluky, what everyone envisions him as, and then you've got that as like the. You could have Joker like torture him and tattoo all of him as well. So that's the reason he had the tattoo.
That is interesting. And you know what's mad, by the way? Like, I'm just looking at all of our top 3s, and only me and Dan have mentioned like the same franchise, but in different order. So all of us have picked, like, out of all the 9, like, say we've had 9 franchises, 8 of them have, 8 or 7 of them have been different. Do you know what I mean? So that's very interesting. I mean, we could talk about some honourable mentions as well. What does everyone think about the? I mean, Mario is such a very expansive universe, but let's say Mario Kart. What do you think to that?
Pretty much classic, isn't it? Really, it's like one of the things what started the loft.
I mean, for me, you can't make Mario Kart bad because it's so simple and so fun. I mean, Dan, what do you think of Mario Kart?
Love it. The only good part about it is
You've gone a bit quiet, Dan. Can you get a bit loud?
Oh, sorry. Love it, but the only part of it I don't like is when the kit's got a blue shell and you're only meters away from the finish line.
Oh, yo, that is a mother trucker. Yes, I know the feeling. Have that ever happened to you, Jack? When you're like so close to you're so close to winning, and then blue shell just knocks you out.
Yeah.
That is always.
Crash Team Racing.
Say that again.
I always loved the Crash Bandicoot racing game.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot in general, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Crash Team Racing you're referring to, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. So is anyone here a fan of Final Fantasy?
Like the last 3 Tomb Raider games they brought out, that was the 6th storyline.
Oh,
there was some really good games.
Yeah, Tomb Raider. Like, I think I played the PS1 version, but I haven't really played any further ones. Dan, are you a fan of the Tomb Raider series?
Yeah, I've literally just finished. Oh God, it's gone out. The last one they did, but the Game of the Year one. Sorry?
Was it Shadow of Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished that. Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, I love the storyline, how it continued through all the games. Exactly where it finished.
That's cool.
Yeah. I used to love Tomb Raider 2 in the old PS1 where you could go and just, like, find the secret rooms in a house and that.
You had to fight that thing in that fucking, what was it? Oh, I can't remember now.
Hey, Jack, did you ever play Tomb Raider 2 on the PS2? Or the PS1?
Yeah.
Did you ever try and lock Butler in the freezer?
No.
You're the first person I've ever asked that and they say no.
I don't know what.
First time for everything.
Yeah.
You have to explain it.
Yeah, we can explain. I feel that discussion can be quite detailed as very detailed. But
we do that with our podcast things.
The next episode we could just specifically talk about that whole
things you've done in video games, people.
I was gonna say, so Final Fantasy is quite a big franchise, but none of us said it was the top 3. Is any one of you guys fans of Final Fantasy, or none of you guys are interested?
I never really played them.
No, I never really played them. I'll tell you what I did play, which was a spin-off of Final Fantasy that I did get into, and I think is a very good series, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Now, here's the thing with me. So, I've played some Final Fantasy, so I've been currently playing Final Fantasy 15. I've played bits of 13. I've played bits of 7 and 8. But 15's been this is like an admission of guilt. 15's the one that I've actually played the most, and that's the latest one. And I've never actually played Kingdom Hearts because I'm not the biggest fan of Disney characters.
Oh man, it's brilliant. You go to different worlds and you have to defeat these creatures called Heartless that are taking over these Disney characters.
Wow.
It's incredible.
You have to beat up Disney characters.
Yeah, you do. You have to beat up Disney characters.
Who do you beat up?
There's one where you're like, who is it? There's one where it's taken over like Simba in The Lion King, so you have to beat up Simba.
For real?
You get to fight Goofy.
Sorry?
I want to fight Goofy.
You want to? No, you fight with Goofy.
Oh.
Jack's like, nope, F this game, we're not playing it.
Because there's a brilliant one where you, Donald, and Goofy end up fighting. You'll have to help me here, Uma. Is it Sephiroth, the big guy from?
Sephiroth
Final
from yeah, Sephiroth is the long grey silver-haired guy from Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, with massive sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fight him in the arena.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is mad.
And he squeak every time you punch him.
Repeat that again, Jack.
You get to punch Mickey Mouse squeak every time you punch him.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
That is
Yeah,
mad.
it's such a cool game.
So as we're kind of reminiscing over like game franchises, and a lot of them tend to be like games from more the past than the present. So very quickly, I'll go to you, Dan, first. What do you think the future of gaming is? Do you think gaming is going through a slippery slope of too many DLC, too much online? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that basically now, I think gamers, they put everything into every game. Like, as Jack said earlier, Red Dead 2 had so much in it, it's just going to get to a point where they can't top it anymore, where it literally can't get better.
And Jack, what's your opinion of gaming?
I think they should come down with the DLC and start actually putting it in the game.
Yeah.
And like, I would say, make DLCs like, if you bought the full game, get it for free.
Not even the full game, just release the game as the full game, and then put the DLC stuff in the game like it used to be when you had the...
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I mean, like, what was it for the latest Tekken game? I think it was either Tekken 7 or something. Like,
take for example, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Yeah, you had the WWE shop, didn't you, where you get paid for doing wrestling shows and the story, and then you'd have to buy the costumes and arenas and all that. Now you've got to pay for it with real money, and it's just like, what the fuck?
And you know what really annoys me about WWE DLC?
You go on.
It's the fact that if you buy a superstar package, there's only one you want.
Yeah, it's stupid. They should just give you stuff for like buying the actual game.
But like one of the ones I remember is that you got like everyone wanted Edge and Christian. You got them, but then the other two in the pack were Apollo Crews and Virgil.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's mad. I'll tell you what, right? I really feel that they could do it a two-way street, right? So, gacha games, right? There's a lot of free-to-play players that basically get the same that pay-to-play players get, but pay-to-play players is like a shortcut cheat. So, they could be like, where you have to work a bit harder, but you can get everything for free, or just pay. Like, that's a halfway street, so that way, the game companies don't lose out on that much money, do you know what I mean? So, if you had a tenner, you can either buy the DLC or save that tenner and just grind your way to get what you want in any game. What do you guys think to that?
That now as well. DLC is basically the same price as the game is.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, this one franchise, yeah. Now, this is partly because I'm probably not good at it, but I just don't understand the craze of Call of Duty. Like I understand Warzone being free. Like, that's cool and all, but legit speaking, like, every year is literally like the same game. It's almost like the FIFA effect, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like not really much new, and like, but at least in beat 'em up games, at least they add a bit more storyline, if that makes sense. That's just my opinion. Right, guys. So I'll tell you what. As we're running a bit out of time, Dan, do you have anything to plug at all? Any socials or just anything you just want to finalise in?
Not particularly. Do I get to choose the winner of my competition?
Oh yes, actually, I forgot about that. Well, I decide the winner.
No, I don't think so. I think Pettitt was playing hello to me, Dre.
No. The reason why I have to pick the winner is because some of the answers have been by private messages. So the winner, right, who actually sent me a private message, but he felt too shy to put it on the post, is actually Aaron Hale. Aaron Hale is the winner, and I'll tell you why. I'll quickly bring it up. Bear with. So Aaron Hale was just talking about Aaron Hale messaged me earlier today, and he mentioned you, Dan, right? And he was mentioning about like, oh man, like, oh, my laptop is freezing up. I can quickly bring it up from my other devices. Let's have a look. Where? Yeah. So the reason why Aaron has won is because this, right? So yeah. So here we go. Yeah, what was it? Like, oh, we go. Aaron said, "Oh, that reminds me. That the Dan Pettitt you mentioned recently, is that the same one who would sit in the Black Boy just playing pool all day?" And then he later said he used to be a pro boxer of some sorts. And then this is why Aaron won. So Aaron said, "I didn't think it would be. Tell him, as in be you, but he realised it was you. Tell him I said hi, and I'm proud of him for turning his life round." So Aaron is the winner. Hold on a second. Hold on. Say that again. I've accidentally I accidentally muted my laptop. So say that again, Dan.
Cool.
Yes.
I was just going to say, well, I'll say it quickly, but thank you, Aaron. Nice to hear. From the page, the two I liked were Diane Redman and I think it's Hannah Maria Faircry, who did the brilliant one with Robin Williams. But well done, Aaron.
Cool. So, I mean, I think that's a deserved winner because he went a bit personal there. So I feel that was good. So the prize, by the way, for Aaron gets a free copy of Broken Circuit Board, my book, but it comes with a twist. So, as Dan lives not far away proximity from DrayZera, Dan will also sign it as well. And sign it with maybe a couple of lines or something.
Okay, I'll do that.
As you can tell, Dan is finding this out the same time as you're listening to it. And,
yep.
But yeah, I'll tell you what. So Dan, tell us then quickly. Actually, Jack, I'll ask you. For the two people that Dan mentioned, what do you think they should have as a consolation prize?
Probably one of your books or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know Diane has a. Actually, you know what? I've got an idea. So for the consolation prize, winners, you get to have a free copy of my ebook that isn't around that often. It's in low circulation. But I'll contact you guys personally. Hannah and Diane, you get a free copy. It's usually £3. A free copy of the Secret Diaries mini poetry pamphlet.
Wow, is that a saving of a full £3?
That is a full saving of 300 pence. Absolutely, Dan.
Actually, your maths is awful, Dre. It's 600 pence each.
I meant 300 pence. You know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
Alright, so on that note, Jack, can you tell us any socials that you want people to check out?
Probably none of them.
Hold on a second, that's not what you say every episode.
Do not look at my Facebook.
Sorry?
I run about aggressive, angry shit.
So, everybody what he's trying to say is, check out Jackie Hyde on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. I can't even sign into Instagram anymore. I got reported for offensive content. Yep.
Wow. So anyway, if you guys want to give Jack...
That says my masks are that real, but they think it's offensive.
Right, so Jack, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say to Facebook and Instagram?
Fuck you for keep reporting my shit.
And of course, also on every episode of the DrayZera Uncensored podcast, we also leave Jackie Hyde's Plenty of Fish profile as well.
Yeah.
Dan's like, what?
Yeah, I didn't use it now, so.
Fair enough, fair enough. And of course, guys, if you haven't done already, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the DrayZera Uncensored podcast. Thank you very much, guys, for watching and listening. And this is DrayZera, and this is Dan. Say goodbye, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
and Jack. Any final words?
That's the final words.
Thank you very much, guys. My name is DrayZera from DrayZera Uncensored, and we shall zero later. Goodbye.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.